Van Life Rocks. My name is Ray. Welcome back to the channel. Living the van life. If you're new here, this channel is about outdoor adventures, living the van life, and travel tips. All right. So this video is dedicated for Quartzsite. So if you guys haven't been to Quartzsite, if you guys maybe been to the RTR or heard of it, it's a big deal, especially during the wintertime and especially in January. So I was lucky enough to go to Quartzsite in 2017, 2018. I didn't go to the one in 2019. That was a year it rained a lot. 2020 is when they had the RTR on an off-site location, so I didn't go then either. But I've been to 2 RTRs, and I've been to Quartzsite probably 4 or 5 times. Yeah, so today I dropped down the link. So if you guys want to come up and hang out and chat, I'm going to show and share some videos and some pictures of my visit there at Quartzsite. So this video is dedicated for Quartzsite. So let's see. So this year was supposed to be the 11th RTR, and according to Bob Wells at Cheap RV Living, they have canceled their physical meetups. All their meetups now are virtual. So for the RTR this year in 2021, between January 14th and January 20th, they're going to be having live streams twice a day, 10 a.m. Mountain Time and 2 p.m. Mountain Time. They'll have a virtual live streams. Well, they'll be discussing topics and all that stuff. And this year was supposed to be the women's RTR, and this is going to be the 4th year there at Quartzsite. So because of the virus, all those meetups had been canceled. There's other meetups such as the Schoolies, the Escapees, Papa Drew's meetup. There's all kinds of meetups there. This year, I will be going to Quartzsite, but I'll be not going to any of the meetups this year. I do plan on using Quartzsite area as kind of like my my hub or my area where I go to. Like I'll use Quartzsite to go to different locations throughout Arizona. So that's my plans for January, starting next week. So let's see. We talked about that. I'm going to drop the link down in the description down below. So if any of you guys would like to join me here up on the stream, chit chat about Quartzsite, you can go ahead and grab that link. There's 21 in the house. Thank you all for being here. I'm dropping that link right now. And I'm also going to share some of my pictures. So this was, let me go up to the top real quick for you guys. This is a map of Quartzsite. Right on top there, Quartzsite is close to the California border off of the 10 freeway and the 95. And there's a little town right there in the middle there of Quartzsite. It's cute. And yeah, so that's a general overview of Quartzsite. And the next picture is a drone footage of the RTR in 2018. That is a view of a bunch of RVs and vans and schoolies. And you can see all the people in the dead center of the RTR. And that's where Bob Wells in 2018 was hosting their meetup. So that year, I think they projected close to 4,000 people in 2018. And I went in 2017, and that was before, I had a van. So I just went there to go visit in my little Honda Civic and camped in my little car. That was fun. Here's another view of the RTR in 2018 from my drone, and you can see all the RVs and campers and van lifers and people sleeping in tents. But you could see all the washes where all the plants are, and the cactus, that's where the washes are, and you can see the roads and all the little finger-like areas where you can camp in BLM land in Quartzsite for the gatherings this year. So those are two views, that one, and you can see all that land back there, and that one. That was 2018. And here's another picture of the Bob Wells meetup, and you could see, you might be able to see Bob Wells sitting on one of the chairs. He has a white hat next to one of the speakers there, and he was giving a seminar regarding YouTube, and he was just giving tips and tricks on his approach on YouTube. And so I was able to, after this meeting here, I was able to shake his hand, thank him for what he does to the community, and ask him a couple questions. That was really, really cool. The next photo is a picture of my van at the RTR, and it looks pretty much the same. I'm still using the same kinds of buckets, the same chairs. Yeah, I still have my little light on the side of my van there. That is, oh, you actually can see my little drone on the top of my van there. So when I launch my drone, I launch it from the top of my van. That drone I don't have anymore. I have a smaller one. But that's a view of the van at the RTR 2018. Here's another picture of the van at the RTR, and you can see the gravel roads. They're nice and paved, or not paved, but they're very easily to drive on in a van or an RV. Just on the washes, you just got to be careful. You don't want to park your vehicle in a wash, or just be careful with the dips if you're driving in an RV or a long trailer. So that year in 2018, I was able to camp right next to Jack Austin, and here's his bus, the yellow bus in the middle. That is Jack Austin, and I was able to meet him and hang out with him at a campfire. That was really cool. In 2018, this is also 2018. This is a drone footage. This was a week before the RTR, and I was all by myself. So you could see a huge dramatic change between those. I think actually this was New Year's. This was New Year's Day. This was New Year's Day in 2018, and 2 weeks later, it looked like that. So it was pretty dramatic. And so we'll discuss all the policies and procedures and all that fun stuff about Quartzsite. I just wanted to show and share some of the stuff. So this is a drone footage of my van on New Year's. A couple weeks later, it got packed, it got busy. Here's another drone footage, and you can see the washes there. You could where all the plants and cactus are. You don't want to park in there just in case it rained, like it did in 2019. In 2019, I think they had like 6 or 7 days in a row where it rained, and it was a mess, and I'm glad I wasn't there. All right, I think that is it for pictures for Quartzsite and my experiences. I have a lot more information for you guys, and I dropped the link, so if you want to come up and join me, I do see a good friend down below. I'll bring him up here pretty soon. Let's say hello to all of you. There's 38 in the house. This is going to be a series of videos in basically for the month of January that I want to do. Let me get this off the screen here. That I want to do, and just kind of give updates of what's going on in Quartzsite, have a bunch of meetups. I'm not going to the meetups, but if you want to do a virtual meetup, we could do this on this Adventure Lounge series of videos. And there's 37 in the house. Let me say hello to everyone before I bring Steve up. I'm super excited that he is down below. Let's see who's here. Let me say hello to Going Green Mom. Thank you very much for being here. The RV DJ, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it, Sonia. The pre-party cat in the house. Going down the list. Where the RV staying. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for going to my first live stream. and now my second live stream for the night. After this live stream, I hit the road. So this live stream will probably go on for about maybe a little bit over an hour, and I'm looking forward to hanging out and chatting with you guys. And in the basement right now, I have Desert Adventures in Arizona. So if my moderators could drop his link, Steve, go ahead and drop his link. He'll be coming up here pretty soon. I want to introduce him before I bring him up. Let's see. Let me go down the list. Susan, thank you very much for being here. I hope you're having a safe trip to Quartzsite. I'm very excited for you guys to be on the road. Uh-oh, we lost Steve. Hopefully Steve will come back up. Going down the list to make sure everyone is here, or say hello to everyone that's here. Scrolling. Land Cloud Adventures, thank you very much for being here. Yep, missed you, buddy. Thank you for being here. And your fluffy dogs. They're talking about food in the chat, and you guys are making me hungry because I haven't had dinner yet. I am hungry. 38 in the house. Paula, once again, happy birthday, my friend. If you guys don't know, it's Paula's birthday. Happy birthday, Paula. Awesome. And Steve is planning on heading there this weekend. Very cool. So hopefully Steve can come back up, and looking forward to chatting with him. What's going on, Blaine? Happy New Year, my friend. Thank you for being here. TGIF, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Going down the list, and we have Badge. What's going on, Badge? Thank you for being here. I like your shower video. That was pretty awesome. Karen, thank you very much for being here, my friend. I appreciate it. If all my moderators could drop each other's links, I'd appreciate it. And I'm going to drop this link one more time. It looks like I lost Steve, so he might need this link again. So I'm going to drop it. And whoever else wants to come up here and chat about Quartzsite or Arizona, it's fine. Enter. Okay, so there's a link down in the chat if you want to come up here and chit-chat. Holy moly, Chasing America. Thank you very much for being here. Excellent question. What did DJ say? Don't knock it if you haven't tried it, buddy. Don't knock it if you haven't tried it. Yeah, living the house life for the last week and a half has definitely been different. It's been nice having nice hot meals and a shower. It's been different, but I'm ready to hit the road. So after this live stream, it's time to go. Time to go. We have Badge in the house. He's down in the basement. Justin and Christina's RV Life, thank you very much for being here. Hello, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Van Life. What's going on, Rick? And let's see. Make sure I said hello to everybody. What's up, Sal? Thank you. Thank you very much for being here, my friend. Cheers, my friend. Sal, cheers. Awesome. Shanna Craft, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. All right, let's get down to the list so we can bring Badge in. I see Badge. What's going on, Rhonda? Thank you very much. Oh, look at that puppy. Look at that puppy. So cute. Rhonda, thank you very much for being here, my friend. Happy New Year. Gina in the house. Thank you, Gina, for being here. Happy New Year's, my friend. Scrolling. All right. I think we have everybody. Oh, Tim. What's going on, Tim? Thank you very much for being here. Man, I'm hungry. You guys are talking about food. I haven't had dinner yet. All right. Let me bring up Badge. So if you guys don't know Badge, if my moderators could drop Badge's link down in the description down below, I would appreciate it. And I know Badge has a ton of experience in Quartzsite. And unfortunately, this year he's stuck in Canada. But let's bring him up. And here we go. We have Badge. What's going on, my friend? What's happening?
Well, I just cried. I just got rid of all the crying, and I'm over it now. You're going to Quartzsite, and I'm not. You know how tough that is? I come in and you're talking about Quartzsite. Oh my God. It's just, oh. And then everybody's down there saying, oh, there's nobody there. That's because all the Canadians aren't there. That's why. But yeah, there's lots of camping spots there now. Squatterville is almost empty. So yeah.
I've been
But
watching that, and I've been following channels like RV or TV, and his he's showing the area and all the campers and all that stuff, and watching other channels like Box Van D and Roy and Becky's Travels, and you can't go to Quartzsite, but at the same time, I can't even go to Quartzsite. I mean, I can go to Quartzsite the city, but I can't go and join the meetups because of what's going on. So
yeah, but they're
we're
still
almost,
having meetups, I hear.
yeah, they're still having a bunch of meetups.
They're
That is
still having
true.
meetups. There's supposed to be one at Scad and Wash here in next week or the week after.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go
yeah,
to them either, but that's beside the point. Because
right.
I don't know, you just have to stay away from people.
Yeah,
See, if we went to the States, it wouldn't matter because we just go down to the States, go into Squatterville, hide out there. Nobody bothers you. You know what
yeah,
it's like. There's nobody there.
yep,
So nobody sees you. I love it.
yeah,
So we just,
yeah.
we're just waiting for the borders to open. I got the chain to go on the trailer and we'll do Saskatoon.
I think I think I think you're breaking up, Badge.
Oh, am I? Am I
Yeah,
still
just a little
breaking
bit.
up? I should have. The Wi-Fi is not that great out here, so
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of doing these
breaking
right.
up.
It seems better now.
Okay, just well, just I just gotta come up for a minute anyway because um, I could be up here for 2 hours talking about Quartzsite in that area. So it's a cool place, though. You get down there and you get used to it, and it's all good.
Yeah, I was just checking the temperature there right now. It's 50 degrees there right now, and that's nice, nice for January. It'll get colder later, but still.
You know, it's kind of sad that we're stuck here this year. But
Yeah.
the other day, I have a friend, Jack Basie. He's down in Wolf Hollows, Arizona, which is very close to the border of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day, it was 32 degrees here at night, and it was 32 degrees that night down there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of nice when you don't spend $5,000 to go down there that it's the same temperature. We've got a very good winter this year, so I don't want to push this. So yeah, it's been pretty good.
You better knock on some wood, buddy. It's coming.
I know. I just so yeah.
So you made some really good videos lately, and your sock video, and then your the warm hat video. Definitely useful information. That was really cool for you to share that kind of stuff, especially during this time when it's nice and chilly outside. That's for sure.
The thing is that the problem I got is like when you met Jack's Austin, by the way, is one of my sons, by the way, just in case you're wondering.
Very cool guy.
He's the one that started the channel. I don't know. You probably heard the story about that, but anyway, the thing about it was Jack's always said. He says, and when we were stuck in Canada this year, he says, "Well, talk about the stupid stuff you don't think about." And so me and Al started thinking about it, and you know, the socks and all that stuff. We don't even think of that stuff, right? Like it's not the furthest thing from our mind, or even starting a fire, or cutting firewood or something. That one's coming up, or building a fire pit. Stuff that people just don't think about, like putting the trailer, getting the trailer ready for winter and all that. See, because the thing is that the money it costs us to get this trailer ready for the winter is about the same amount of money it costs us to drive to Quartzsite. Yeah.
Now, so if you had some advice for everyone in the chat and everyone that's watching this video, for the people that are going to Quartzsite, what kind of advice do you want to give them for their first time heading into Quartzsite? What do you think would be some good information for them to have when they go there?
Well, some of the best is that everything that you need is in Quartzsite. Everything from food to gas to propane. Like they got the RV pit stop there, which is a one-stop place. You go in there, get propane, you can get water, You can dump your sewer, the whole 9 yards. You can get your propane lines fixed. You can get new bottles. It's a very good spot. And you could go through, like, you only have a window of from about October to about the end of February, middle of March, because it closes down. There's nobody there. In the summer, there is nobody there. Like, it goes to 140 degrees. And but you can go to Quartzsite and find everything you want. Like, they got guys just off Coon Road there that sells firewood. You don't even have to go look for it. Nice juniper too, really good stuff. And like, if you go into where they have the Big Ten event, now the Big Ten event is over in a couple weeks. Like, it's going to start up and it'll be over in a couple weeks. But there's a whole bunch of venues all around there. You can buy anything you want down there, anything in Quartzsite, RVs, everything. So, and the other thing that people don't know is there's like 50, I think it's 54 or 55 campgrounds down there that you pay. Now, everybody says, what? You're crazy. I said, no, there's like 50 campgrounds there, full-blown campgrounds. You go in there and pay your money, and they're not bad. I don't know what they are this year. Last year, they're about $20 a night or so. But last year, they were full. This year, they're not, because, you know, I don't want to blow our own horn, but the Canadians aren't down there this year, and there's a lot that go down there, as especially Yuma. Yuma is almost like a ghost town this year because there's no Canadians there. But you can find anything you want in Quartzsite, and the best thing to do is to drive around. There's so much history in that place. It's amazing. Like, even the museum. You go into the museum, it's just amazing. The stuff they have, like, museums pay millions of dollars to get this stuff, and they got it all there. Like, all these, like, the museum's worth a trip to Quartzsite alone, just to go to the museum, you know? And, like, you know, the High Jolly Cemetery and all that, it's just if you watch our, RV TV, he's got videos on all this stuff. And the history around there, and the gold panning, and the mines, and, like, you could drive a quad. You can get in a quad or a 4x4 and drive all the way from Yuma to Las Vegas and not drive on a road. That's how much tracks they got down there. Like, well, Squatterville is on the east side of the Sandlot down by the river, right? And it's like, there's so much to do. Like, you go down there and people say, oh, you just sit in the desert and you don't do nothing. Well, it's not like that. There is so much history and stuff to do down there. It's amazing. And, like, and I'm really bad for it because we're from Canada, and you're brought up all the years to think Arizona, New Mexico, and Mexico are deserts. What the hell could possibly be down there? Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Man, in another month, in February, when all the cactuses start blooming, I'll tell you, it is, they call it the, what do they call it? The bloom or something, right? The super bloom. That's what it is. And you, like, when we're on Squatterville, there's a deep wash there, and that whole thing went green that year. Like, I said to Bob and Jackson, I said, you know, if it keeps going like this, we're gonna have to get the lawnmower out and cut the grass down there. Like, it was so green, it was unbelievable.
Right.
And, like, problem is that people go to Quartzsite and they just get stuck in the campgrounds or something. You got to get out and look around, and there's so much history. It's just unbelievable. And like, one of the best one we ever did was the old Route 66. That was cool. Like, that's just, like, you can do day shots or whatever, or like, even go to Yuma and look at the territorial prison. Like, the thing's 200 years old and it's still there. And the funny part about it is, if you check it out, is that the prisoners that are in the Yuma prison right now, they rebuilt the place, and it looks just like it did in the 1800s. It's amazing.
You know, Bad
shows. Yeah.
You know, Bad. I'm kind of disappointed because you didn't mention my favorite two things. One's the sunrise, and one's the sunset
Oh,
at Quartzsite.
oh, like, like it's like it's just amazing. Like
Yeah.
you can go down and no two sunrises and no two sunsets are the same. Never. And the first year we went down was 2017, and
Mm-hmm.
we'd we'd never gone down. We always stayed in Canada, right? So we got down to Searchlight,
Mm-hmm.
and I drove into Searchlight at night, and then I got up in the morning and I seen the sunset, and I said, "There's a sunrise." I said, "You got to see this, El." And we just sat there amazed and watched the sun come up. It's just totally amazing. And when it sets at night, I don't know if it's the smog in LA or whatever it is, but it is so beautiful. Like there's got to be a million pictures on the sunsets in Arizona, and no two are the same.
Yep.
Not, and they're just gorgeous, like really gorgeous, like bar none. You have a campfire there. Take your chair, face the west to the Chocolate Mountains, and just watch the sun go down.
Oh yeah, it is definitely.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. You get the saguaro cactuses, just the beauty, the mountains, the landscape, the rocks. Yeah, it's just amazing. And not only that, you're staring at the sunset, but also you got to look behind you too, because the beauty behind you on the sunset is just as amazing. And the clouds, like you said, that orange, reddish glow from the sunset,
purple.
Yes,
it's just amazing. And the ripples, like looks like a tough pillow, most of the time. It's just amazing. It's just, and the problem is with the sunsets is you got to sit down because they only last like 15, 20 minutes and they're done. That's the problem with the sunset. So you have to sort of get set up for it. Like, I don't even know how many pictures are taken on the sunset, but I would say it's probably millions and millions. And I've never seen two pictures the same yet. So, you know, like I have a picture of the truck up in Squatterville and it's facing the west, and I took a picture of it down the side of the truck, and that purpley red haze that comes off, it's so cool. It is so cool. And like it's worth the trip. I'm gonna quit talking about it. I'll be crying here in 10 minutes. Like it's just gorgeous. Like it's just gorgeous.
It is. It is. It's so cool.
And
I really
going there.
I'll be there.
I'm going there.
I'll be there. I'm gonna use that as a hub. So I'll go there on my different trips through Phoenix and Grand Canyon and down to Yuma. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I'm super bummed because there's a lot of people that are going there that I won't be able to meet. And it's yeah.
I don't know. I think you have to just take it in small doses, the meeting the people thing. Like, I don't know if there's much concern, but it's just you got to be safe, right? That's the only thing. And the thing about it is, you can spend we spent 2 winters down there in Quartzsite Ehrenberg, and we haven't even been to Yuma yet. And then we go up and we stop. When we come down, we stop at Havasu. Well, Havasu's a whole town on its own. Like you get into Havasu, it's unbelievable. Like it's along the Colorado River. Anything along the Colorado River is just gorgeous. Just freaking gorgeous. You know? So, but
yeah,
anyway,
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I have a list of places that I want to, like you said, Ehrenberg, being able to camp right on the Colorado River. And, Sedona is amazing. I definitely want to go to Saguaro National Park and Iron Horse. So the Saddleback Mountains, the Superstitious Mountains. Oh man, it's gonna be fun.
You don't have enough time. You don't have enough time. You should have started this in October, Ray. It's so much. Like we got our friend Ray from Love Your RV up in Vancouver Island, and he does that whole loop down through Suspicious, down through Ajo, and all the way up and through into California, not every year. And it takes them 6 months to do it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just want to wish you the best of luck. and have a
Oh,
lot of fun there because there's so
oh,
much fun. There's so much stuff to do. It's just amazing. And there's awesome, awesome people. And
mhm,
you got to admit, when you go to Arizona or to Quartzsite or to Squatterville or
mhm,
Havasu, Craigie Wash, and sit there and you say, "Oh, can I join your campfire?" Oh, yeah.
mhm,
It's like you met these people and you've known them all your life. It's amazing. Like, it's
mhm,
amazing the people you meet. It's just
mhm,
crazy. And like people, you see it on Facebook and that. Well, I'm just starting. I want to get out and meet some people. You don't even have to worry about it. Just go to Quartzsite or Squatterville or Havasu, and you'll meet the people. They're
mhm,
all like that, and
mhm,
it's just amazing to meet people. Like we got a whole American family down there, a
mhm,
whole American family. Probably 500-600 people that we go visit every year, and
mhm,
it's amazing, just totally amazing.
mhm.
But I'll leave that with you. I hope
All
there
right,
was. I wish I was stuck in your gas tank, but I'm not. And it's just so sad, because today a friend of ours lost her bus in North Carolina or South Carolina, burnt to the ground, and we're not down there, and I could help her fix the thing, right? We can't do that, so it's
Wow.
a tough one, but um,
Wow.
it's going to be a tough. But next year when we're down there, it'll be all good, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have
Well,
fun. Go try to. You won't get to see all your spots by the time you get. You're going to run out of time. You're going to say, "Oh, geez, I got 3 weeks. Oh, I got 2 days. What am I going to do?" So you have fun. I know you will,
yeah.
and we'll talk to you when you get back.
All right, Badge. Thank you very much for coming up here. I appreciate it, my friend.
No
Thank
problem, buddy.
Yep. Thank you for coming up and sharing all that great information for all the people in the chat. I really appreciate that.
Okay, bye.
All right. Take care. That was awesome. So if my moderators could drop Badge's link down below. Badge has a lot of experience going to Quartzsite. He has a YouTube channel. Check him out. Right now, he's unfortunately up in Canada and unable to come down to Quartzsite area, Arizona. So thank you, Badge, for coming up on the panel. And down below, we have Fordman. Fordman, you ready to come up here, my friend? And Fordman has a channel, and he's just finishing up on school. So if my moderators could drop his link, I'm going to drop the link to invite more guests to come join me up here. I wanted to make sure Badge shared all that information that he has. There's 35 in the house. Let me real quick before I bring up Fordman, say hello to the people that just came into the chat. JN, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it, my friend. Traveling Granny, thank you very much for coming in. Who else snuck in through the back door? What's going on, Daryl? Thank you for coming back to the live stream. Oh no, okay, so Desert Adventures from Arizona, he was having some audio issues. So we'll try to get him next time. Thank you, Steve, for trying to come up here on the live. Let's see, let me go back to the chat real quick. Bob's Adventure, thank you very much for being here, my friend. CJM, thank you very much for being here, my friend. Happy New Year. Lily, what's going on, Lily? Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. I think I have everyone that came through. What's going on, Mike? Yeah, I still need to do some research on that lake. I'll check it out for sure. Alberta, thank you very much for being here. This video, we're just talking about Quartzsite. I went to Quartzsite in 2018 and 2017. So we're just kind of sharing our experience of Quartzsite. So Quartzsite right now is the hot issue. It's the place to be if you're a nomad in the Southwest. Every year they have the RTR, the big tent show, vendors, all kinds of meetups, and that stuff is going on. I do plan on going to Quartzsite, but I'm not going to any of the meetups this year because of the situation. So let me bring up, Prairie Life in the house. Thank you very much for being here. And we're going to bring up Ford. Oh, J-Rock too. What's going on, J-Rock? Thank you for being here, my friend. And once again, it's Paula's birthday today. Happy birthday to Paula. 38 in the house, and we're going to bring up Ford Man. So Ford Man, come on up. What's going on?
Not much. Thanks for having me up. I think this is my first time up on your panel.
Yeah, welcome, welcome. So you just finished up on school and you're on winter break. And so when do you have school coming up again here pretty soon?
I start school January 19th.
Mm.
It's going to be my fourth and final semester.
Oh, I'm excited for you, man. Finish.
And
So I heard you're thinking about. I was watching your live the other day, and you're talking about making videos on doing like mechanic work on vehicles and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
That'd be exciting.
Yes, I'm wanting to put out auto mechanic videos to help people who can't afford a garage.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that there's most people, when they want to learn how to do something, they usually just go to YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and look it up on YouTube and go from there.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. That's so cool. So yeah, so you're on your last semester there. That's a big deal, man. That's a big deal. And so the last semester, you have to do all your classes online, or did you go in?
We were allowed 2 hours on campus, hands on,
Mm-hmm.
but we had to fit a little bit of lecture and a little bit of hands on all within that 2 hour period.
Mm-hmm.
See, a normal day of class is usually um 5 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours of lecture, 2 hours of lab.
Mm-hmm.
And so um I so this last semester it was kind of difficult because he only had he my professor only had that 2 hour time frame, and that was a little bit challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And of course he said himself he put quite a few videos up on the they use a program called D2L, and we had to go by that
Mm-hmm.
and watch some videos and answer some questions about the video. And so, um, uh, and he said himself, in order for you to actually get any more experience, you're going to have to be in person anyway, because it's hard to teach auto mechanics online.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's got to be a challenge. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So have you had any trips to Quartzsite? Have you ever gone to like any of the RTRs or camping in?
No, but I hope to make that a goal for 2022 or 2023.
Yep.
The only reason I'm not going this year is because of college,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I've from what I've seen from the videos that I've seen from Roy and Becky
Mm-hmm.
and some others that I've watched,
Mm-hmm.
it is a very beautiful place to visit.
Absolutely. It's like it's funny. Like I'll mention to some friends or family or even people on YouTube. It's like why they always ask, why do you go to the desert? Why do you always go to the desert? And it's like maybe they think it looks like Mars, or maybe they just don't know that it's so beautiful. It's hard to explain. That's if I can be in the desert year round, I would. But places like Quartzsite and places like out in the desert or Nevada where it gets too hot. But the desert is amazing. There's so many animals out there, so many critters, and the sunsets are amazing, and the cactus and the rocks are amazing. So yeah, that's cool. So 2022, that's a good plan to have after you're done with school. You'll be able to go out there and experience Arizona, and yeah, that's gonna be fun for you, man.
I
For
did find out it's going to be a 30-hour drive,
sure.
and due to my dad's conditions, his
Mhm,
health conditions and stuff,
mhm, mhm,
and my condition as well,
mhm,
he's not going to be able to drive
mhm,
but about ever so many hours a day, and then have to stop. It's going to
mhm,
take us at least 3 to 4 days to actually get out there.
mhm.
Um,
Oh yeah.
so
It's
And
normal. It's normal for me. It's only for where I live. It's usually like a 4-hour drive. But because I'm going up to Nevada and then down into Arizona, it's gonna take a little bit longer. But hey, that's part of the journey. So if my moderators could drop Ford Man's link in the description, I really appreciate it. If you guys don't know Ford Man, very cool and great support in the community, and I'm definitely looking forward to your videos and congratulations on school. Finish strong, my friend.
Thank you.
Finish strong. And I'm gonna bring up Steve. He's down in the basement. Looks like he might have better audio. So Ford Man, I appreciate you coming up.
Thanks for having me up.
Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon, my friend.
Bye-bye.
All right, buddy. All right, so my next channel I want to bring up, Desert Adventures in Arizona, my friend Steve. Steve, if you can give me a thumbs up if you're good to go, my friend. Let's see if Steve could hear me. Nope. Looks like Steve dropped out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the description. I'm going to invite you guys. So if you guys want to come up, just go ahead and hit this link. And looks like Steve is having some issues with audio, so he's trying to work those things out. And we have 38 in the house. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Let's see if anyone snuck in real quick. What's going on, Ronald? Thank you for being here. And Happy New Year, my friend. All right. It looks like, let's see. Oh, yep. Steve left me a message saying that the audio is really bad. He's going to do an update on his Mac. Okay. All right, Steve. Thank you very much, Steve. I appreciate you coming up here, trying to come up here on this live. If you guys don't know Desert Adventures in Arizona, he's one of my good friends. He's heading to Quartzsite here this weekend. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay, so let's go back over here, back to the top, and I'll show you these pictures again. This was RTR in 2018 with all the RVs and vans. Here's another view of the RTR in 2018. Here is the Bob Wells Cheap RV Living in 2018. There's my van. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you all for being here. And it looks like I have another friend in the basement. And are you ready? All right. So clear this up real here. There we go. And so we're going to bring up Paula from Van Vita Travels. And if you guys don't know Paula from Van Vita Travels, her link will be in the description down below. My moderators, please drop her link. And Paula, my friend,
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I actually have quartzite questions.
Yes.
Is it okay? I was waiting and waiting, giving everybody else a chance, but one of my big things is, and this is going to be an issue for me, in some remote areas, but I hear on every live stream that people are having issues with their Wi-Fi out there, and the more people out of Quartzsite, the tougher that's going to be. So what are some of the things that you're looking at doing to deal with that when you're there?
Okay. So it's all, when you're out in BML land, it's all dispersed camping. So you don't have any hookups, no water, no electric, no Wi-Fi. So the only access to internet will be through your cell service. And
Okay.
so with 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000 people all trying to upload their videos or stream videos or connect with people, the cell towers out there definitely gets congested. So what I do when I'm at Quartzsite is I'll upload my videos between the hours of 2 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the morning. So I just set I'll wake up, I'll hit the button. So between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning when everyone else is sleeping, hopefully, I'm able to connect to the cell towers, and I could upload a video faster than I could during the day or in the evening when everyone else is there. Because with 2,000 to 4,000 people in Quartzsite, the towers just get way too congested.
But do you have anything to help boost? Like, I always get mixed up with what a person would do for that because I haven't bought that kind of stuff yet. So, what is it that you get to help with that?
So I have the WeBoost system, which boosts the cellular signal that's out there. So if I'm out in the desert, mountains, and if I'm only getting 1 bar just off of my phone, I could use a WeBoost cellular booster, and that will boost the signal that's out there. So if you're getting 1 bar, the system will boost it to 3 bars. And
Okay.
so yeah. So what I have is the basic model. I think it was about $120, which came with the little small antenna, little 4-inch antenna that sticks on top of the van. But I've upgraded the antenna to a larger, I think it's about 1.5 foot RV antenna with it. So it's a mix match setup. But I definitely get better service out there in the desert, in the mountains with the WeBoost cellular 4G booster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it helps. I mean, yeah, like you said, like people that are trying to do live streams from Quartzsite during the day or in the evening, it's definitely a challenge. But once you go like later in the night, might be easier for people to do that. So
Okay.
it's definitely a good question. I wish I had Wi-Fi out there. Wi-Fi would be nice.
Oh, I don't know the difference in all those things. I don't. Yeah, sorry. That's how little I know.
So Wi-Fi would be at your house. Wi-Fi would be like at your stores or your coffee shops. Buildings will have Wi-Fi, but once you're out in the desert, in the mountains, or the beach, whatever, if you're away from buildings, then you're using your data from your phone, which is cellular data. 4G cellular data.
Oh, so it's not Wi-Fi from my phone when I use the internet. That's not what it's called then.
So right now it's Wi-Fi at your house.
Yeah, because that button is, see, I'm so naive.
That's all right. Sorry. And so once you leave your house and you're driving down the road, then you're on your cellular data.
Oh.
Yeah, your 4G cellular data. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I was so confused on that, but you cleared it up. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay, I have another question. Actually, I have tons of questions for you. I should give other people a chance. But okay, so no hookups, no power, whatever. So if you're dealing with solar, I'm in Canada. I know we hardly get any sunlight, solar, whatever, but you guys are farther south. But I mean, in the winter, you're still going to get a reduced amount out there. So how much can you even count on for solar?
All right, so during the summer, I can get 9 hours easy worth of sun. But during the wintertime, it definitely decreases. So like right now, I can get between 10 and 3. So what is that? 5 hours? I'm getting about 5 hours worth of sun right now. That's directly above the van without angling my van, just straight on, about 5 hours worth of sun right now.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that little. For some reason, I thought it would have been even more.
Yeah. Now, if you're able to angle your van, or if you're able to prop up your solar panels or put them on the floor, then you can get probably an extra hour, maybe even 2 hours out of it. But just because of the angle of the sun, you can get a 5 straight good hours of sun with solar panel.
So how much do you have for solar on your van?
So right now I have 500 watts of solar, and I'm looking to upgrade for one more for my little energy device. So 500 watts right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do pretty good with that then.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. I have a whole list.
Yeah.
Like, it seems so to me, because I've never been there, it just seems so random. People just pull in and park all willy-nilly wherever they want. But like, what is some of the campsite etiquette, or is there any? Like, what would I need to know? Because that's not a formal campground, right?
Right.
So what is appropriate and not?
So during January, the BLM requires you to have a permit and the permit is free. And I could show you on the map in a few minutes, but you'll go in and you'll check in with the host, the BLM host for the Quartzsite area. It's a free permit, good for 14 days. So you go in, there's a camp host with a big flag. You go in, you check in there, you sign the permit, your name, the dates that you're going to be there, your license plate number, and that permit is good for free boondocking in Quartzsite area for up to 14 days, free.
Okay.
So you'll check in, you get your little permit, and then you park wherever you want to. So like certain meetups and schooly events and the escapees, they all have their kind of like their designated areas that they want to go. So with our community, with Papa Drew's RVing, Cool Kids Meetup, they have a designated area. So if you guys want to know where he's located, I think he just posted a video that has GPS locations on where they're going to be at. And they have the Schoolies event, the Escapees events, and there's a bunch of other YouTubers that are having their events at the same time. But you definitely don't want to park inside a wash. Like 2 years ago, they had like 6 days worth of rain, and that area got flooded. So if you're inside a wash,
What's a wash?
A wash is, let me see,
Is that just like a dip in the ground?
a dip in the ground where all the plants are, and I'm going to show you a picture of that right now, what it looks like.
So stay away from vegetation in case it rains?
Exactly.
But that's good to know.
Yeah, so in this picture here, right behind my van where the cactus is and the plants, all the green stuff is, that's a wash. So if it rains, that whole area right there will be washed out. And so where my van is, it's above that level, and I would be safe if it started to rain there.
Oh.
Yeah. So all this where I'm parked, that's all gravel area. It's all rocky, and the dirt's nice and hard and packed down. But in the wash area, yeah, you want to stay away from that area.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Pack it in, pack it out. Make sure you don't leave your trash. If you have dogs, make sure you pick up their poop. Leave the area cleaner than what you left it. So if other people leave trash, pick it up. Make sure we take care of the areas that we have the privilege to use and camp at for free. Be courteous to your neighbors. Give them enough space, and at the same time,
what's enough space?
And it's hard because if you look at these pictures, these people are like almost bumper to bumper, right next to each other. So, and you're gonna meet these people. You can't avoid with so many people there. It's hard to give enough space, and at the same time, it's hard to avoid people too. But
I'm gonna take pylons with me and set them out. No, but that makes me think of another thing. Like I've heard all the time, and I mean, I keep a tent with me too, but a lot of people will take a tent to peg a spot if they have to leave. Is that allowed there? Yes. Will someone move it?
No.
Is it?
No. Generally speaking, no one will move your stuff. I do pitch a tent. I'll put stuff in there that's not valuable to me if someone took it for whatever reason. Not only that, you're gonna know, being so close at the Quartzsite, you're gonna know your neighbors. As soon as you pull in, everyone is super friendly. You'll meet your neighbors. Hey, I'm Ray. I'm from California. Where are you from? I have a YouTube channel. Great. And so if you had to leave town, or if you had to go into town to unload or to restock or whatever, and if you pitch a tent, your neighbors are going to take care of your stuff. It's just the community that we have. Imagine how great our community is online. It's almost 10 times that in person.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool. Over the years, I met so many people, at Quartzsite and at even campgrounds too. It's like everyone's just really friendly. They look out after each other, and they all have the same interest, which is to have a good time, meet up, and just like Papa Drew says, it's like as soon as the sun goes down and everyone pitches a fire, that's when the magic happens, and that's when you meet people and the fun stuff.
I have another question that's kind of in the chat there. DJ keeps talking about poop, and everyone's like, DJ, but I mean, poop's common in nomadic talks and your channel, but I see a point. If you're out in the heat and you guys are all spread out like that, and you're going in a bag and you're keeping it, like, where do you take it?
So there is a dump in town. So I'm not sure what the hours are, but there is a city dump. It's on the other side of the freeway. It's open during certain times of the day for so many hours. I don't know the name of it. It's probably Quartzsite City Dump, if I had to guess. And no, it's not a poop pile.
So what can you, is it like walking distance, or do you have
No,
to drive to go
you would
take your stuff?
you would have to drive into town, drive over the freeway, and find the city Quartzsite City Dump, and you go there and you just drop off whatever trash you have in their trash cans.
Okay, and this is gonna sound like a stupid question, but maybe this is why you use the coffee in your bags when you go, because I always wondered why, but then yeah, how long can you keep that stored in the desert before you have to take it? Because you're not going to
Mhm.
go to the dump every day.
No.
So
So
how long can you get away with?
personally, I can get it when I was at the beach, and of course the temperatures are cooler at the beach. But I was able to be at the beach this summer for 17 days, and I was able to store that stuff in a bucket in a sealed gamma lid with the coffee grounds in the bags, triple bagged, meaning if you watch my videos, you'll know how I do
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
for 17 days and no issue. And when after 17 days, after I opened the lid, I even had to test it out because, I test everything. I smelled inside the bucket and it was no
Okay,
issue.
now the coffee thing makes perfect sense to me.
And see,
Seriously, that is a worthwhile thing to be doing. That was a great tip. Anybody that hasn't seen that video needs to go watch it.
yeah, and it's funny. And how I found out this idea is I used to work for a buffet, and so people would overeat and they would get sick. And so what do you do when someone got sick in a restaurant surrounded by other people that are trying to eat? Well, we would grab a coffee bag, open it up, and pour it on top of the area where the person got sick. And it would instantly kill the smell of that area. Yeah. And then after that,
Really?
yeah. And so the coffee would cover it. It would contain the smell. We would get a broom and then sweep it up. And yeah, no
Oh,
issue.
that's cool.
So then, of course, like me, I test everything. And so I'm like, okay, well, how does this work with poop? And
Yeah.
it's and there's other methods. Other people use cat litter and pea moss and wood flakes and sawdust and
Mhm.
dirt and all kinds of
But
stuff.
I mean, if the coffee grounds added in there, keep the
Mhm.
smell away, and then you don't have to worry about going all the time. That actually takes a huge amount of stress away. Because right now I just have like a little chemical toilet. But even a week with chemicals,
Mhm.
you're lucky if you can last a week, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So then it's like, oh my God, I got to get rid of this. But it sounds
Mhm.
like the way you're doing it is
Mhm.
it's lasting longer.
Yeah, I could easily, again, I've only done it 17 days in a row. I did it 14 days in a row at Alabama Hills, but I could, if I had to guess, I could probably go well over a month storing that stuff in a bucket without having any issue.
Hmm.
And that's just, again, that's separating the pee from the poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I built a composting toilet, but I haven't put it in there yet.
Yeah.
But the more I'm thinking about this, yeah, I'm just going to have to do it.
Yeah.
It just makes more and more sense all the time to do.
I love my bucket.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like, it sounds like it's a pretty safe place in Quartzsite. Like I was wondering, like I always hear about Slab City and I don't know how far away that is. And I was kind of worried, like, is Quartzsite going to be lawless like Slab City, or is there any overlap in the people, or?
There might be people that live in Slab City that go and visit, but it's a different world. I mean, Slab City, and if you guys don't know, Slab City is near the Salton Sea, kind of nearby Palm Springs. It's an area where it used to be a military base, and so it's an area now that's not really, it's lawless, like you say. No one really patrols that area. People just do whatever they want. They build structures, and they live out of there. But Quartzsite and Slab City, yeah, there's no comparisons. Quartzsite is an RV community during the wintertime where people come together and meet up, and there's shops, and like Badge says, there's shops and stores and museums and all kinds of RV and van life related stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, you're going to be surrounded by people in our community, 10 times that, because they're in person, they're having a good time, they're meeting each other, other YouTube channels, other RVers, schoolies, other communities are out there, and they're all having a good time, all with the same interest, you know, having fun.
Cool. I
And so,
appreciate coming up here and asking all those questions. I'll have one
yeah.
last question, and it's my biggest fear, so you can probably guess what it is. It's a creature.
Oh, scorpions,
Snakes.
snakes.
Are they
Yes,
out there in the winter?
they're out there during the winter. They're out there during, of course, less during the winter, of course, but there's scorpions out there. There's snakes, and right now, what I'm hearing right now is there's a lot of coyotes.
I'm
So,
not worried about them. We have them here
well,
too.
I understand that. I understand, but if you have dogs
My dogs, yeah.
or cats or other small animals, you definitely want to be careful. And zombies, Daryl says zombies. If you have small critters, you have to be careful with the coyotes and other dogs too. So make sure they're leashed and you pick up their poop, and be careful with the scorpions and the snakes and the coyotes. And I think you should be fine. I mean, yeah.
How do you be careful with scorpions?
Well, like my black light,
Oh, the one you have under your van?
no, those are my amber lights. Those are just regular zombie lights or undercarriage lights. But I have a handheld blue light flashlight, and if you shine your light, and if there's a scorpion around, it lights up. It glows up. It lights up. And tarantulas. Yep, there's tarantulas as well. Thank you,
Oh,
Pam.
you guys. Hey,
Yeah.
there's great questions about the firewood. I mean, I see people
Okay.
say you can buy it in town, but that's probably pretty expensive, I would imagine.
It is. It is. You're not supposed to. So again, I've always brought my own wood inside into Arizona. Apparently it's against the law, but it is expensive. It is expensive. So if you go to the shops and stores and places, I'm hearing about $10 a bundle for a bundle of wood, whatever that means.
Oh, that's not very much.
But I don't know. It adds up because mice. Yeah, there's mice there. So again, you want to stay away from the washes because that's where most of the mice are, is in the wash area. The coyotes are also in the wash area. They'll be trampling through the wash area. But I've never had any issues with mice or tarantulas so far. But there's a lot of stores. There's a lot of great stores there. You could buy firewood, food, gas stations, and yeah.
Well, thank you for letting me ask all my questions.
Yeah,
Now I'm even sadder that I don't get to be there, but I'll wait till Badge and Elle can go and I'll just follow them out.
Yeah. Let me check the temperature. So right now in Quartzsite, it is 46 degrees. Today's temperature was 66, and then tonight's low is going to be 39 degrees. So
That's not as warm as I thought it would be.
yeah, not
And
bad.
actually here today,
Yeah.
like this time every year, it's usually anywhere from -40 to -50 with the wind chill Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
And it was above zero today. We had freezing rain instead of snow. And we never get that in January. It's like the whole world's gone wacky.
Yeah, we're definitely going through a warm spell, and it definitely gets chilly at night in the desert. That is for sure. But it's just nice. It's amazing. That place is awesome. The sunsets there are so cool.
Can you please promise to get pictures of those blooms on the cactuses that you and Badge were talking about?
Yep.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
try. I'm there for the whole month of January, so usually they bloom in February and March, for my understanding. But I'll try. I'll definitely try.
Perfect.
Yeah. So how was your birthday? What'd you do today?
Oh, my birthday was really good. My son and I went into the city and visited my mom, and we had pizza and ice cream cake.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a really nice visit. Even, the drive there and back, especially the drive home, is always nice in the dark. We got the music cranked, and it's just, sometimes I feel like I want to drive half the speed to get home because I have so much fun in the car with my son. But I don't know. I woke up super thankful. My theme for this year is going to be do epic shit. And Daryl, I'm going to totally get the measurements on that window. And I dug out the other sticker the Van City Adventure gave me. And so his motto is my theme for my year.
Yep.
And I don't know. I just, after doing the live stream yesterday and like all the love and support from everyone, just really touched my heart a lot. And yeah, no, I'm almost anything could happen today and I'm happy. Like driving into the city, I'm cleaning all the dirt off the windows and all of a sudden my windshield wiper blade went flying off over top. I couldn't see for the rest of the trip. But I was like, instead of being upset, I'm like, damn, we should have been recording that. I don't know. I just feel good. I feel happy. I feel positive. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's all good. It is so good. When you feel like there's something really wonderful coming in your life and you don't know what it is, I feel that more now than I ever have. And it excites me.
Awesome. Very, very cool. Well,
Yeah.
happy birthday. I'm glad that you had a really good day, able to spend time with your son and your mom and have pizza. I'm jealous. But very cool. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for coming up here.
Thanks.
If my moderators could drop your link, that'd be awesome. And thank you for the great questions. And thank you for always saving me on my lives. You're awesome.
Of course. I'm just kidding. All right. I'll see you later. Thanks.
All right. Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was awesome. Paula from Van Vita Travels. Happy birthday to her. Please wish her happy birthday in the chat. And that was awesome. Very, very good questions. It's been 1 hour and 6 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here pretty soon. And I'm sure, like always, I'm always not very good with the chat. I'm trying to get better. If you guys have any last-minute questions, please repost your questions in the chat, and I will try to answer them before I end this chat or this live stream, probably within the next 10 minutes or so. So go ahead and repost any of your questions about Quartzsite, about Arizona, and it's been great. It was nice to have Badge up here on the live. He has so much great information, so I appreciate him coming up here. And Ford, man, that was awesome. It was nice to have you on my live. And thank you, Paul, again, for coming up here on the stream. So let's see. Any last minute? There's the link for Paula. And I told Daryl, do epic shit. Yep. So as soon as I get back from Arizona, I'm gonna get one of his T-shirts. So Daryl, if you want to go ahead and drop the link to the website, I think you're a moderator. Go ahead and drop the link to your website where you have the stickers and all kinds of good stuff. All right. Let's see. Happy birthday. J-Rock in the house. Happy birthday. Thank you, Ford man. Appreciate it. Maggie, how you doing, Maggie? Happy New Year. Let's see. Dinosaurs. I know there's dinosaur prints in Utah, and but dinosaurs in Quartzsite, never heard of. I don't know. Nope, not enough trees. There you go. There's the website for Daryl. He has all kinds of good stuff, T-shirts and stickers and all kinds of fun stuff. Check it out. Thank you, Lily. Appreciate it. Let's see. Thank you. Appreciate it. Any last minute questions? Let me go back up. Hey, Troy. What's going on, Troy? I think they are free. I don't know. I know it's on the other side of the freeway. I know it's a city dump, and it's open during certain hours. I don't know. You'll have to check the website, the city disposal stuff for that. I don't know. It could be free. The campsites, if you wanted to get a campsite, they range about $7 a day in Quartzsite. So if you wanted to go to Quartzsite and make sure that if you wanted to have hookups such as water, electric, and Wi-Fi. A lot of the campgrounds that Badge was talking about, they range $7 to $15 a day. But it's just me and my son. We usually don't have that much trash, so I don't think I've ever visited the dump there. Good night, Carol. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. 33 in the house. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. All right. Just kind of going here. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. One of my lights just went out. Yeah, so right after this live stream, probably it'll take me about an hour to pack up and go. And I'm ready to hit the road. I'm headed to the Valley of Fire in Nevada. I plan on being there for about 4 days. So right after this, I'll be on the road for about 5.5 hours to get there. I'll be there by 6 o'clock in the morning, and super excited. After that trip, I'm headed down south to Arizona. Most likely it'll be Lake Mojave. And I'll be there until it snows the Grand Canyon, most likely, because that is a bucket list. The original bucket list for January was snow at Zion National Park. That got canceled. It didn't snow there this week, and the Grand Canyon with snow. So, but there's a ton of places I want to visit in Arizona. There's Saguaro National Park, Iron Horse, Quartzsite, Ehrenberg, Saddleback Mountain, Superstitious Mountain, Sedona, the Grand Canyon with snow. So that's on the horizon. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Are masks required? Yep. You have to be safe. You got to be safe. No matter what you do or where you go, make sure you're safe. Drive safe. Thank you very much. 30 in the house. I'm going to end this here pretty soon. If there's any last minute questions, I'll be going to the South Rim. During the wintertime at the Grand Canyon, the North Rim is closed, or most of the facilities are closed, and maybe even the roads are closed in the North Rim. But I'm headed to the South Rim, which is still open, and I'll show you those pictures right now real quick. This was the Grand Canyon today. There was a little bit of snow on top there, and a dramatic drop in traffic. Last week, the lines to get into the park was huge. So there's a lot less people at the Grand Canyon. There's a lot less snow at the Grand Canyon than last week and the week before. So hopefully it snows there in about 2 weeks. That will be perfect timing for me. This was a picture of Zion National Park. Most of the snow at the very top has melted. It's not scheduled to rain. The forecast is not scheduled to snow there this week, so I canceled my plan to Zion National Park, which is this. This is Zion National Park. It has all kinds of petroglyphs, rock formations, other rock formations. Look at the colors on the rocks. It's amazing. But I'm going to be using Quartzsite for the month of January for, as a hub to restock and reload, and kind of like a hub, like a home base, basically. That place has all kinds of good stuff. All right, 34 in the house, and we're going to end this here pretty soon. Everyone's saying goodbye. Thank you all for being here. I want to go to the Zion. Yeah, Zion's beautiful. It's beautiful there. See if there's any last minute questions. Carrie Joel, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. It's awesome. Happy New Year, my friend. All right. So thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. If you guys ever have any questions, leave them in the comment section of any of my videos. I'll answer them. Oh, there we go. Here, I'll do a shout out. Weekend RVing. If my moderators could drop their link. They're currently in Quartzsite, and they just recently released a video today. They went to go visit the big tent at Quartzsite, and so it's really cool. They showed video of some of the shops and shared some video of some of the things that are for sale there. They have all kinds of stuff there. Vendors selling rocks and gems and stuff for your RV, solar panels, you name it. So Millie and James, thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. If my moderators could drop their link. Awesome. Thank you, Megan. The Weekend RVing, they have a email us. Okay, I will. They live stream Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning Pacific time. So most of the time I usually miss their lives, so I do apologize. But Millie and James, thank you for being here. Shout out to you. And I definitely enjoyed your video today on the big tent in Quartzsite. So if you guys want more information about Quartzsite, go check them out. They're sharing videos and their experiences of Quartzsite. So that's awesome. All right, few more seconds. Linda Barker in the house. I missed her coming in. Thank you, Linda Barker. I appreciate it. Thank you all for coming here. And I'm going to close this out. It's time for me to pack up and hit the road. And I appreciate you guys. Until next time, Van Life rocks. Night.